Welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Eastern Michigan Eagles and the Memphis Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, the Eagles head coach told me before the game he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Off play action. That's caught. It's James. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Bennett. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He's in open space downfield. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bennett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to throw, it's Kim. Thanks to grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Eagles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Bringing the heat. And as he throws, finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Running inside, it's Hayden. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Nolan. Makes the catch. It's Hayden. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the first down.
Yeah, that's a good example of a quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back running out of the backfield, and they're able to make that defense pay.
To the air on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? And when they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
They'll run it. It's Bennett. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Chapman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Finds his man. It's Tipton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd down play from the gun. Got his man on the right. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. After the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to throw. It's Nolan. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Trying to run, it's Hayden. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The run inside. It's James. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to throw, it's Kim. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the... They forced the turnover. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The option, he'll keep it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
To the air on 2nd down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but They need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Pucks it out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Logan. He fires a bullet to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as his defense is hungry for turnovers.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Hold and finds his man on the left.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Running inside. It's James. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Kim. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Colorado taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Buffs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Looking downfield, it's Logan. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Defense putting points on the board.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chapman. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Pressure is really on to put together a drive here already. Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Give to the running back. Maybe some room here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. To throw, it's Logan. Firing to the right, complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the performance by the offense in the first half was very ugly, and they needed to make some adjustments. Give the coaching staff some credit because they did that. This is a completely different-looking offense here on the first drive of the third quarter. They just look like they're playing with energy. They've got a fire lit under them a little bit. We've seen a few schematic tweaks as well, but they need to keep doing this because this is working.
Keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 22. Ready, go. The run inside. It's Carter. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking to pass. It's Logan. Makes the catch. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. In the red area, it's Carter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Rides to the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running inside, it's James. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got a man. It's Mack. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Bennett. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Run in the red zone, it's James. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing, when they bring pressure.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, we talked a little bit about this defense and just how special they are. And we've seen them dominate this game. They've held the opponent to 0 points. You now add the insult to injury with the pick six. They have dudes. They have better athletes than you do on that side of the football. That's been showing itself all game long.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. He'll bring it out. It's Chapman. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Dropping back, it's Logan. Unloads it left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Eastern Michigan will line up with a 1st and goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
To the air. It's Kim. Here's a heat. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Chapman. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Well, yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the 4th quarter. Nice execution by this defense, and this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Good enough for 1st down.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got a little grass. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Palmer, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.